channel has officially reached 1,000 subscribers, which means we can do a lot more to improve our content, offer a different perspective in track and field, and be creative in the way we want to tell engaging stories in the near future. Thank you all for supporting us since the very beginning. And as always, clicking the like button is a great way to show continual support. Now, with the European Athletics Championships Munich 2022 over, I did want to address the 4x100m relay, and more specifically Germany. But it was a difficult time for Great Britain and France when it came down to the baton exchange. And that part deserves its own special video, so what I'll do is create a short clip just for that. Now, in this event, Gina Lueckenkemper in Germany came ready. The transition from Alexandria to Lisa was a bit rough, but from Lisa to Gina was much more improved, and then from Gina to Rebekka, there was a much smoother transition. The ladies' total time was 42:34, which is good enough for this European division and landed them gold. Team Germany came out of the championships with the most medals. It was a nice one, and the Germans deserved it. But the person I really want to focus on is Gina Lückenkemper and Abby Steiner. If there was such a thing as an MVP of the European Championships, Gina would certainly be second or even third, right behind Femke Bol. Gina is certainly incredible for this division. She is just 25 years old and has been hitting 11 seconds flat since 2017. But what's incredible is that 3 of the top 6 fastest times for Gina at the 100 meters occurred this year. And in all 15 individual 100-meter races this year, she has improved significantly, where she ran her fastest time at the individual 100 meters at this meet in Munich. All 15 races this year have a standard deviation of 0.14 seconds and a slope of -0.02, which basically means she's improved by considerable steps on each race. And it shocked me to a point where I thought she was injured early this season, because I was so amazed on how she got better after every race this year. But let me show you how incredible this looks. First race was 11.46 at the Tom Jones Memorial Invitational, then a 11:10 with a wind reading of 5.6, then followed by 11:24, 11:34, 11:21, 11:07, 11:04, 11:26, 11:29, but this is when things start getting interesting. From the last German championship until now, she has been running close to 11 flat. We have a 10.99, 11:09, 11:08, 11:10, 11:11, and in this last event, she finished with a nice 10.99. Now, if you are someone with enough track and field understanding, you know that's a really big jump of improvement. And all her races combined this year have averaged to 11.16 seconds, which now brings her into Abby Steiner's court. Now, it would be great to see these two athletes go head to head someday. And for those of you in Europe who do not know who Abby Steiner is, she turned pro this year for the United States sprint team, and she comes with very high expectations, which I believe she can manage because she has been doing it since high school. And make sure you check out Afternoon's Delight channel, because he covers what I would think would be one of the most watched high school races in the top 20, where she walked down 3 people, won gold, and still looked like she had enough energy to run another race. I have a link to that video under the description, so make sure you guys check that out. I think you will enjoy it, but that's how gifted Abby Steiner is. Now, I did a breakdown of Steiner's college meets in the 100 meters, and her average time was about 11 flat. You can refer to this video that looks like this. It now makes this match between Lückenkemper and Steiner look very interesting. If Abby were to run this race of 11 flat, Lückenkemper would still have beaten her by her nose. That is how close this race was. And that is not really bad for Abby in a what-if scenario if she was competing at this competition. And what is scary is that Steiner's race is not really the individual 100 meters, and I'll tell you why in a few seconds. But you heard it here that I would like to see Steiner run the individual 100 meters. If she can improve on her reaction time this offseason, she can consistently run sub 11. And going back to this relay in Germany, all three girls, Kambundji, Gina, and Neita, came close in this race. You can find the full race under the description if you have not watched it. Now, given that Steiner is in the US, she already has a lot of competition at home in the 100 meters. That includes Twanisha Terry, Aleia Hobbs, Melissa Jefferson, and Tamari Davis. However, Abby has shown to be the most consistent out of all her last 5 races compared to the other US ladies, which tells me if she continues to improve her reaction time, and there are so many drills and exercises that can help with that, then she can come close to the rest of the US ladies like Terry and Hobbs. And while we are talking about averages, Steiner is about 900ths away from Aleia Hobbs' fastest time on average, which is not that bad. So for next year, I am hoping that Abby's coach implements plenty of reaction drills that she can work on. On top of that, weight training as well, but not too much that would jeopardize her middle distance performance. For weights, if it was me, I would prescribe light squats and bench, but with a lot of reps. Then put her in the 60-meter dash among competitors like Shelly Ann Fraser-Price, because when you are running with someone at a high level, that only pushes you to step up your game. And clearly, it's given that Abby is going to run the 200 meters, which is her specialty, and the 400 as well. And if they put Abby into all these races, which sounds like too much, I think she could do it anyway. But what I'm saying is that this is the most anyone can hope for. So even if Steiner runs the 200 and 400 and maybe goes into the 100-meter relay, then you can't be mad at that. And again, it was so close between Gina and Kambundji that this race came down to hundredths of a second, where they had to wait to find out who won. But imagine if Abby was raised in Europe and competing at these games. She would definitely be trouble for the ladies in the 100 meters. And for the other races, she could easily take the 200-meter gold and fall right behind Femke Bol in the 400 meters. This is how gifted Abby Steiner and the US women are when you line them up to these series of events. And I really do want to see Steiner run the 100 meters, but she's capable of running anything down from the 400 meters at this point, and all relays, which makes her a freak of nature like Sydney McLaughlin. I think she'll do great at it all. So I don't think we have seen anything yet of her potential, especially when she gets some rest and improves her reaction time during the off season. It will be over for anyone. But I want to wrap this up with Gina Lückenkemper. The way she has improved this year already makes her quite fascinating to watch. She'll definitely be in the conversation next year if she continues to stay healthy. And to put it into perspective again, this has been a very incredible year for her. That is all I have for this. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Hey you, feel free to watch any one of these playlists. Have a great day.